जो भी है यहाँ पे, if you can just introduce yourselves on the chat कि क्या हो, अभी क्या कर रहे हो exactly, कौन से स्टेज पे हो, इंटर्न हो, पोस्ट इंटर्न हो, क्या कर रहे हो exactly, so that would give me a nice idea about the demographic. किस चीज की तैयारी कर रहे हो, मे बी नीट पीजी की या INICET के लिए या FMG के लिए. So there are a lot of people who are connected with us. If you can just give me a very brief gist, everyone. Ankita, AP, Bharti, Dinesh, Dr. Mohit, Hira, Meet, Nihad, Rajiv. Guys, just a very short text. If you are an intern, post intern, okay, post intern. Others? बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? Post intern, okay. A couple of post interns here. ठीक है. So what I'll do is I'll keep it very nice and short. I'll keep it around. Dr. Mohit is also a post intern. Perfect. I'm in my 5th MBBS in Georgia. Okay, okay, perfect. ठीक है. पोस्ट इंटर्न, ठीक है, चलो परफेक्ट. मेरे को बस यही जानना था कि बेसिक डेमोग्राफिक क्या है, उसके हिसाब से फिर आई वर्क अराउंड. मीट मेथड्स वर्किंग आल्सो, अरे दैट वुड बी हेक्टिक, दैट वुड बी हेक्टिक. ठीक है. So I'll start with something which is the talk of the town now, which is basically the elephant in the room कि अब अगले साल है हमारे पास नीट पीजी, INICET. करंट INICET निकल चुका है. According to almost every other people that have given the exam, or most of the doctors who are associated with us also who are preparing for NEET PG, who have given an attempt this time, the paper was moderate. So that sums up कि 2025 के तीनों पेपर, both of the INICETs and the NEET PG were moderate. ठीक है. कोई डिफिकल्टी ज्यादा नहीं थी. एज एक्सपेक्टेड पेपर आया था. कुछ थोड़ा ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स थे, बट या दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेड आउट ऑफ INICET कि थोड़ा घुमा फिरा के पूछेंगे. कुछ ऐसा अटपटे सवाल भी पूछे गए थे, जैसे नोबेल प्राइज वगैरह भी पूछा गया था. तो काफी कुछ चीजें हैं जो नॉर्मली ही निकली हैं इस साल. तो दैट्स बीन अ गुड थिंग. नो न्यू सरप्राइजेस. कोई स्टूडेंट्स को अननेसेसरी हरासमेंट नहीं हुआ है, जैसा नीट यूजी में हुआ इस साल. ठीक है. तो वी कैन कंसिडर आवरसेल्व्स लकी दैट पीजी के लेवल पे ऐसा कुछ भी नया सरप्राइज हमको देखने नहीं मिला. एवरीथिंग वाज नाइस. नाउ इफ वी आर गोइंग फॉर नीट, कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे? जस्ट रेज योर हैंड इफ यू गाइस हैव नॉट स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग, और इफ यू आर एट अ वेरी प्रिमिटिव स्टेज ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नेक्स्ट ईयर. ओके ओके, काफी स्टार्टिंग फेजेस में हो. ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है. एंड have you guys given any GTs or any mock tests until now? I'll just lower your hands again. दिया है तो just raise your hand or just type in a yes. No. Okay. Ira has given, I guess. It has given. क्या जनरल स्कोर्स क्या आ रहे हैं? एंड कंसिडर दिस एज अ सेफ स्पेस. जो भी आ रहा है, 50 आ रहा है, 60 आ रहा है, 80 आ रहा है, 70 आ रहा है, कुछ भी आ रहा है, जस्ट लेट अस नो. क्योंकि फिर मैं उसके अराउंड थोड़ा सा बताऊंगा कि क्या करना है. बिकॉज दिस सेशन इज गोइंग टू बी अबाउट how to exactly go from here to getting a government clinical seat in 2026. यही चाहिए सबको, यही चाहिए, है ना? Everyone wants this only, है ना? ठीक है. या निहाद, most of it is in English only, don't worry. Perfect. ठीक है. I'll just very quickly share my screen. Just let me know, Ashu, if when and if it is available. Okay.
Yes, it is available.
Okay, perfect. Just give me 1 second. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, perfect.
है ना? आ रहा है?
Yes.
ठीक है, चलो. So everything aside, let's keep everything aside. We have not started preparing it, or we are at a very primary stage in our preparation. Okay. We might be feeling anxious that maybe we have a lot of time, maybe we don't have a lot of time. But apart from all of that, I'll just start off with a very basic story. Okay, there was this very young lad who started his own company, made it extremely huge. Okay, the company became the talk of the town. And one fine day, he wanted to become the MD of the company rather than being the CEO of the company. He wanted to become the MD of the company. So he brought in one of his best guys and he told him, Chal, you become the CEO, you operate everything, I'll become the MD. He made his best guy the CEO of the company, and he went out for a small vacation. And as soon as he went out on the small vacation that he was about to go, the CEO basically conspired a very, nice little thing within the company with the board of directors and got the guy fired. Now, the guy had nothing to do because he had been building this dream project of his since his childhood. Okay, since he was a teen. So he had nothing to do, nowhere to go. But because he was motivated enough, in just the next 2 years, he founded another company, made it extremely huge. And the company that he was fired from bought the company that he founded next. And he entered the company again, became the CEO, and the rest is history because they ended up creating some of the most iconic products of our generation. The person that I'm talking about is the person who spoke the line that has been written on the screen, which is, I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful people from the unsuccessful ones is just pure perseverance. And the person that I'm talking about is no one other than Steve Jobs. Okay. So what do we take away from this? NEET PG, INICET, all of these exams, you might, bring in 10 more exams, all of these competitive exams, they have nothing other than pure perseverance in common. You don't have to do anything magical. You don't have to do anything which is scientific. A lot of people on the internet might tell you, okay, this will take something special. This might take something special. This might take an extra edge. Nothing. Nothing. Just day in, day out, have to study, have to practice, have to study, have to practice. That is it. There is no sorcery. There is no magic involved in the entire process. That is what I'm here to simplify it out for you. A lot of people might be telling you, you might be searching on the internet, okay, how to complete the portion in 6 months, how to complete the portion in 7 months, how to complete the portion in 5 months. And every single time, one new creator pops up, one new creator gives you a new kind of schedule, none of it will work. So I'm not here to give you things that are not going to work. We'll be very simply discussing what is going to work, which is how to very simply complete all of your 19 subjects. Make sure that you have a very good recall. Make sure that you have practice throughout the year. Make sure that your GT scores are growing over a period of time. That is what we'll be discussing in a very simple way, how to go about it. Okay. There is no special thing that I'll be telling you, okay, these are the notes that you study and you'll get through. There's nothing that has been built. Even if it was, all 2.5 lakh people will have it. Okay, 2.5 lakh people give exams. If there was anything that comes out tomorrow, that, okay, this has all of the questions, everyone will have it. So there will be nothing special between you and the other person that's sitting beside you in the exam. Okay. Yes, Pallav. Of course, everybody comes up with a new strategy. So, interesting story. Okay, before I move into what schedules we are planning for you. Okay, interesting story is last year I got on a call with two doctors. Okay, Dr. Pallavi and Dr. Geet, I guess. They were both best friends. They are all from a GMC in Maharashtra somewhere. And they got on a call with me. Very interesting call because I took away something very important which I share with a lot of students right now. Both of them went on YouTube. They have been preparing since their NEET UG days together. They were dating as well. So all throughout the 5 years, they had the exact same schedule for everything. Okay. So both of them, they watched a very nice video on YouTube which told them a specific combination of RR and BTR, and they went for it. Okay. They went full-fledged for it. For the next 8 months, they did the exact same thing together every single day. By the end of the journey, when they gave their NEET PG exams, one had 410 marks, one had 225 marks, around about ballpark figures. Okay. Now the interesting part is not that both of them did not make it through. The interesting part is the exact same process every single day also could not ensure that both of them get the same marks. Okay. So while they did not qualify or they did not get the seat that they wanted, they also did not get equal marks by following the exact same roadmap. So this basically strengthened my opinion about the fact that it is not one journey for everyone. All we can do is ensure that we are completing the subjects. All we can do is ensure that we are giving enough GTs. All we can ensure is we are having a very good recall of whatever we study. And there comes in the next part, which is the pure perseverance part that I was talking about. Okay, this is where it all comes in. Okay. Now moving on to the next thing. which I previously also discussed. In 2025, there were no big surprises. All of the exams were moderate, and as expected, there was nothing new overall. Okay. So, what do? We have currently in front of us almost, let's say, mm, we have November, half of November. Okay. So, if you want to start, then if we start tomorrow, November 15th, half of November, okay, we have December, we have January, we have February, we have March, we have April, we have May. Okay, let's consider May. Let's not consider we know for a fact that NEET PG might be delayed. Okay, we know that. It will be delayed, it might be delayed. There's a huge chance that it will be delayed because the counseling is also delayed. So, what do we do now? What exactly do we do now? We plan for these months that are ahead of us. We want to start tomorrow. Whatever we have done until now, let's consider it as zero. Okay, whatever we remember, very good. So first thing is we have to complete our first read. Before this, there comes in a different thing. Okay. Before this, there is a different thing called, just a second, give me just a second. I was just watching Gaurav sir's video. Okay. And he was sharing also something very, very similar, something which has the essence of all of this. Okay. We have 5-6 months ahead of us. And if we complete all of our portion in the next 5-6 months, then after that, जितने भी time के लिए NEET PG is delayed, that is add-on time we can revise. Okay. Okay. Cool. So that was a student who texted. Okay, during the call. So I cannot let the students go. So this is what I am proposing today. Okay, if you guys are starting right now at this point of time, like this student who reached out, they are also starting very recently. I just had a talk with them in the morning, and her situation was also something similar. They were working, get 2 hours, 3 hours every day, and that's it. That's all that they get. First thing we have to go for is analyze. Before starting anything tomorrow, today, sit down with a piece of paper, analyze which subjects are weak for you, which subjects are strong for you, and which subjects are the ones where you find it moderate, or you have some kind of some or the other kind of recall. Now, इसमें से जो भी major subjects है, whichever subjects are major subjects, high yield subjects, go for them first. Okay, go for them first without any other question. Okay, mix it up with subjects that come in easy for you, that come in handy for you. Okay, very simple suggestion. I don't think that's any rocket science. Everyone is with me? Can just say yes on the chat. Everyone is with me until now? Guys, सुन रहे ना सब? इतना ज्यादा मोटिवेटेड होके पहले ऐसा हाँ ठीक है सुन रहे ओके कूल सो इन द नेक्स्ट 2.5 months हाउ विल वी प्लान वो भी बताऊंगा कि दिन में क्या करना है एक दिन में क्या करना है वो भी बताऊंगा ठीक है पहले तो अगले 2.5 महीने में 2.5 months वी हैव टू गो फॉर all of the subjects. We don't have enough time, but we also have enough time. We have enough time to complete the 19 subjects. We don't have enough time to waste any more time. Okay. So in the next 2.5 months, which is until January 31st, we have to complete all of the subjects. First read. We have to mix it up altogether. We have to mix up the subjects which are difficult for us and are also high yield, along with the subjects which are easy for us, so that we can build some kind of flow. You cannot study all major high yield topics at once. Please understand this. This is a very big mistake that most of the doctors who call me, they make. They pick up all of the subjects that are difficult for them at once. They cannot build any flow, and thus there is no continuity or no, what do you call it? No accountability throughout the process. So you cannot be consistent if you are picking up everything that you find difficult at once. You will feel very overwhelmed. How many people have, like over here on the call, have felt overwhelmed while studying? कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे जिनको ऐसा फील होता है कि नहीं यार बहुत ज्यादा है ये एक गलती मत करो बस ठीक है बस ये एक गलती मत करो बाकी सब ठीक है just do not pick up everything at once. You have to strategize this. The only thing which is the extra edge, or the only thing which is different that you might have that others might not have, is a strategy. That is it. 19 subjects everyone has to do. Everyone has resources. Everyone has PYQs. Everyone can solve GTs. Everyone knows how to solve GTs and make a My Notebook. There is no rocket science in that. The only difference is how will you make a plan that works for you. That is it. Nothing else. So these 2.5 months, make a plan that works for you. Make a daily routine or a task-based model that works for you. Do not pick up one subject at a time and try to complete it. You will never finish the 19 subjects. I have talked to hundreds of doctors with the exact same issue over the last 3 years. Okay. Next is first revision. We'll go for Feb tomorrow. Just give it 45 days. Okay. Whatever notes or whatever subject material you've made over here, make sure that you revise it over there. Revision 2 is just image-based, questions, PYQ, revision. All of these things will take another 30 days. Now we'll shorten the time duration. And in the last 30 days, we'll go for the final prep where we work totally towards dominating our GTs. Daily routine AP is the next slide. Don't worry. I've come fully loaded. Okay. So don't worry about that. Okay. So this is it. Okay. This is exactly it. Cool. Now, what do we do over here? What do we exactly do over here? First thing is, we need to break it all down. वही तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. Don't pick up one subject at a time. You will never finish all the subjects. That's what I'm saying. You have to break it down into a task-based model. At EyeConic, this is what we do. We have hundreds of students who are preparing with us. First day, we test them. We understand where do they stand with respect to all of their 19 subjects. I have shared my screen previously also, and I've shown how do we do it. Okay, just build a matrix. Okay, we take a test so that we analyze the subjects, but you can do it for yourself as well. Hide subjects. Now this side you will have on the x-axis, and on the y-axis, on the x you will write high yield subjects, medium and low yield subjects. Okay, on the other hand you will write it strong or weak. That is as per you. And then just start filling in the subjects. Now we will mix and match and we'll completely do. Okay. You have to build a system for yourself. For example, a lot of students have a lot of problem with revision 1. Why? Because today you have started with a subject. On day 3, day 4, you will, complete that one subject. Then you will start with another subject. Then you will complete it within the week. Then you will go with another subject. Right? In all of this journey, you will forget the first ones that you've read. How often does this happen? कि ये पढ़ा, फिर ये पढ़ा, फिर ये पढ़ा और पहले वाला ही भूल गए. होता है. Everyone is human. Okay. I've heard it n number of times. It happens. Okay. This is why you do not pick up one subject at a time. So what can you do? Now a small trick that I do with most of my students who I am mentoring is, what I ask them is just spaced repetitions. So I plan the entire thing out for them. You cannot plan spaced repetitions without understanding how to manage the entire schedule that you have. Spaced repetition का मतलब क्या होता है? Anything that you do today, do it again on the 3rd day, do it again on the 7th day, do it again on the 14th day, then 21st day. But every time you do it, the time taken to revise that subject should drastically decrease to a point where it just takes 5 minutes of just flipping through the notes and you understand, okay, recall it. And this happens. This works over a period of time. Now, the next question is, I have 19 subjects, n number of topics. How will I do this? You have to build systems that work for you. I started with that one thing. I am extremely good at Google Sheets. I am extremely good with data. So I'm able to do it with most of our students. I have an entire team of people sitting who's extremely amazing at managing data. They can make you visualize every single subject total recall plan throughout the year, which you could not do on your own on a whiteboard. You might take 5 days, build it, and I'll just challenge you cannot build it as beautifully as they can. This takes a data expert. But then, simple चीज करनी है तो ये करो, ठीक है? 2.5 महीने ये करो. Now we move into the daily routine. ठीक है? Monday to Saturday का study routine मैंने simple रखा है मेरे सारे students के लिए. You wake up, first you plan. Don't just sit down with the study. Plan. First thing you do in the morning is take up whatever is fresh today. Okay? One thing would be fresh. Whichever subject you've chosen for today, do the fresh thing for 2 hours. Then take a small break. Go for study session 2. Just core subject, जो भी है major subject. If you want to continue the morning subject, continue it. If not, take up anything major and start with that. Or take up any different topic, start with that. take another lunch break. After that, start solving questions. Try to solve custom modules from the subjects that you've done today, always helps. Start solving PYQs, extremely important to do the last 3-year PYQs. Okay? Job holders के लिए भी बताता हूँ. If you have only like job holders have mostly 3 hours per day. That's it, nothing else. So I can give you like verbally only. I don't need this. Okay. So MCQs, PYQs, last 3 years very important. Which all PYQs will you solve? INICET, FMG only for 1 year. 1 year is more than enough. If you just solve 2025, 2026 January अभी आ जाएगा. 2025 January and 2025 August. Do these. You're more than good to go. July, sorry. Okay? These would cover you. Do NEET PG for the last 3 years. Do INICET for the last 3 years, which is 6 papers. That's it. More than enough. Or you can go further also with INICET. NEET PG, they don't consider after that. Okay. Then revision of the same day topics. So you've done 2 topics. You've practiced their questions. You've done some PYQs. And you have also taken time of 2 hours to revise whatever you've done today. That's your first spaced repetition. First thing that you do after your study session 1 and study session 2 is you sit down with a piece of paper, with a plain piece of paper, write down everything that you do not remember in the last 2 hours. Okay? Write down everything. This is one subtopic I did not remember. This is one, because you will zone out. It is very normal to zone out. Don't consider that, fuck, I zoned out. Okay? Just write it down. Okay, I zoned out. So I don't remember this, and keep it in a piece of paper. Don't go back to that topic until your study session 4. Okay, study session 4, go back to those topics. You will see a magical change in your, entire days, whatever you've studied. The recall would be amazing. Okay. Then study session 5 is just whatever weak topic or any short subject that you want to pick up. Just pick it up, do it, done, quick revision, sleep. That's it. Now this 9 to 9:30 quick revision, I normally consider it build your my notebook in that time, because you've solved questions, you have gotten a lot of questions wrong. Just pick up those wrong questions and build your my notebook. More than enough for the day. People who are at a job, you guys will be getting 3 hours per day at max, right? Pallav, 3 hours, 3 घंटे मिलते होंगे. बताओ. 6 hours, amazing. So if you're getting 6 hours, if you're getting dedicated 6 hours of studying, then go for study session 1, 2, 3. That's it. Revise 3rd day, 7th day. That's it. Okay. Go for that. If you're getting 3 hours, go for fresh learning 1 subject, core subject continuation for whatever you were doing yesterday, MCQ, PYQ. That's it. Done. Nothing else. More than enough. 6 घंटे तो बहुत है. If you were getting somewhere around 3 hours, there are interns who get only 3 hours per day. I talk to a lot of people who are working who get only 3 hours a day. For them, 1 subject, MCQ, PYQ, that's it. That's all I suggest, because you can't do more than that. At human capacity हो जाता है. You can't work for 6-7 hours, then study for 6-7 hours and be very effective. So you have to mix and match it with question solving. Have to do question solving. 24 hours per week. Then you can follow this. Then you can follow this. You'll have a lot of days where you can follow this routine. So don't worry. Now this is Monday to Saturday. On Sunday, chill. Do nothing. On Sunday, just chill. Okay. Give 1 GT. That's all I ask. Give 1 GT, analyze it, and take the rest of the half of the day. It will take half of your day. Why should we give GTs? A very big question is, why should we give GTs at this point of time? We have to give GTs because when to give, I'll let you know. Right now, we have to give 2 GTs. Okay, it has to be spaced. We have to give 2 GTs every month. So this has to be on, Sundays, 15 days apart. Because 1, we need to build a habit of sitting through 3.5 hours. How many of you have had a very bad habit of scrolling, or have had a very bad habit of short attention spans? कितने लोगों को बहुत छोटा attention span है, बैठने नहीं होता? A lot of you, right? Lot of you. Perfect. कैसे करेंगे? How will we go ahead? We have to sit through. Even if you do not have the patience to do it, have to sit. Have to give this paper. There is you do not have any other option, right? You have to give this paper. So, emergency ho gaya. Okay. So you have to give this paper. There is no other option. You have to sit through the 3.5 hours. You have to build an attention span. Start right now. Start sitting for 3.5 hour GTs every other week. Every 15 days, sit for a GT, start practicing. Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry. This was my class time, so a lot of students are worried. Class होगा नहीं होगा. ठीक है, चलेगा. Cool. So we go ahead with the. Can you follow your own? If it works for you, absolutely worth it. ठीक है. I love it when students have built their own timelines, built their own schedules. That's the most lovely thing because it is working for you. Now we move into the next thing. What is the game? The game is all about active recall. The game is all about PYQ solving. Okay, you have to solve a lot of PYQs from INICET, FMGE as well as NEET PG. Custom modules अपने को solve करने ही करने for weak subjects. Making a My Notebook is the most essential revision tool I've seen over the past 6-7 months. This has proven immensely amazing in terms of increasing your GT scores in the last moment. Until 120-25, you can go very easily by very simply not giving up, any just not giving a fuck about anything else. Okay, you can just go for content, and you will be able to very easily go to 120. Okay, this is a score you can very easily go to. But My Notebook takes those scores to 140, 45, 50. This is where My Notebook is very handy. Okay. Now we have to make sure that we are solving MCQs every day. Now these could be MCQs, PYQs, whatever. Just solve questions every day so that you have a habit of it. Backlogs are fine. You don't need to worry about backlogs. Every day you'll miss something. For people who have seen Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, कुछ ना कुछ छूटेगा ही. ठीक है? Prepare daily routine following. Please advise. Sure, do follow. Why not? If it works for you, see, Rajiv, I have been continuously, very specifically saying do not follow something which does not work for you or which is very general. Try it for a week. If it is working for you, good enough, go for it. Do not second guess it. Okay. If it is not, it is a problem if you keep on continuing it for the entire week. GTs, I've already mentioned, go for it every 15 days. Very, 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 very important. Okay. Recorded version, yes, I'm recording it for a reason. We'll make it available on our YouTube channel. Okay. But the major thing occurs over here is, whoa, there is so much to do. Why is there so much to do? Because active recall is a very big game. If I am to just suppose, let's go for it. Let's have some fun. Okay. I will just show you why is it so difficult. Okay. Let's go on a Google Sheet. Okay. Let's see. Suppose here is subject. We'll not try to, demotivate you by writing which subject or which subject am I talking about. But everything that you study, suppose today is 14th, right? Today is 14th. This is where data comes into picture. Okay. So 14th November, right? Yeah. So suppose you started with subject 1 today and you are taking 3 days for each subject. So we'll go like that. But then you need to revise it on day 3, right? So what would be day 3 for this subject? It would be again 17th, right? So now this is here, right? It takes a lot of data. It becomes a lot of data. I'll just do it very simply in front of you because I'm used to it. Okay. Now we need to go to day 7. Okay. So 17th के बाद day 7 क्या हो जाता है? It's a very simple exercise which is 24th. Okay. This again, you go over here, that's 27th. Okay. Now this is how it becomes very spaced. Okay. Now we go to 17th. Now we are going for day 15. Actually, day 21. Let's go with day 21 because I think you guys are all smart enough to remember it for the next 21 days. Okay. And now from 24th, you go for 21 more days, which is, let's consider it a ballpark of 6 more days, 15, that is 15th of December. Okay. Now this will become another 21 days, 3 and 18, 18th. Okay. Now we can build this. So now you see how much it is, absolutely how much it is. So you know, for example, today is 26th. Now here we have 26th. Here we have 26th. Sorry. Yeah, here we have 26th, here we have 26th. Then again, somewhere or the other, we'll have 26th. Okay. So managing all of this, कि exactly हर एक दिन करना क्या है, ठीक है? That becomes a huge task, right? Agree? There's a lot. There's a lot, and this just becomes very, clogging after a point of time. You just get mentally very clogged. कि अरे, what to do today? So this is where we come into the picture. Okay. Till now, I've given you a general understanding of what you should do or what we are making our students do. Okay. This is where we come into the picture. Your chances of selection outside of us, like outside of our ecosystem, goes to around about 30%. Okay. But inside EyeConic, huge chances. Okay. How does it happen? Now, we have a lot of batches. Everyone knows that. We have a lot of mentorship. But what exactly do we do within those batches? That is what I am here to discuss. Okay. These are all terminologies. I will just skip all of this. Okay. I will just talk to you one-on-one now. Okay. All of this is just, terminology until you understand what do we do. Okay. Let me take you on a journey where we understand day one से आज से हम start कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ से हम कहाँ जाने वाले हैं. Okay. First thing that we do is, as soon as you enter our program, we will take 3 CCTs, which are core competency tests, which are designed in a certain way for us to understand where do you stand with respect to each and every subject. Now, all of your 19 subjects, very easily we'll get to understand. We'll build a matrix around it. We'll understand which is a major subject and you are good at it, which is a minor subject and you're not so good at it. Accordingly, then we will build this kind of a planner, a very, very, very detailed planner for you. So first we take a CCT, we analyze it, then we build an entire ecosystem around you for every single aspect, every single subject's recall strategy, every single subject's custom module strategy, and then also when will you give GTs, how many corrects should we expect out of it, what will your roadmap be accordingly, according to that performance, how will we strategize the changes, if there is any progress being made, how do we manipulate the progress to make it faster? Because if you are not able to reach your goal faster, then why even spend the money? ओके, गवर्नमेंट क्लिनिकल सीट चाहिए, अगले साल ही चाहिए, एग्जाम तो आगे बढ़ेगा नहीं, जब एग्जाम आना है तब तक हमें तैयार रहना है. दैट्स आवर गोल, राइट? सो नाउ next step is we build this entire process where we plan every single day for you. Now, initially I told you one thing, if you guys remember, do not do all of the subjects at once. Why did I tell you that? Because the recall decreases massively when you do all of the subjects at once. Okay, so what do we do over here? We base everything on a task-based model. What is a task-based model? In a day, you will not be given, okay, you have to study this subject today and solve custom modules. No, we give you 3-4 tasks. Now, these tasks are meant around different subjects. It could be reading task, it could be custom module type task, or it could be a video watching task, anything. It could be any kind of task. Okay. And if you want to know everything, okay, if you want to know, suppose जितने भी लोग हैं यहाँ पे, you guys want to know how to build something like this for yourself, I've shared a link, just send a hi over there. I will connect with you by tomorrow night without fail, and we will have a talk. We will understand how to build a very robust structure like this for yourself. Okay, एक link भेजा, फटाफट वहां पे just send a hi, nothing else. Just click on the link, we'll redirect to your WhatsApp, send a hi, that's it, nothing. There are some 20 odd people over here. I want to see all of you guys taking the first step. The first step is just send a hi so that we can connect tomorrow. I'll get on a call with you or on text. We will talk everything out whenever you're free. कल free नहीं हो, परसों free हो, Sunday को बात करेंगे. ठीक है? Link is not active. Just look into it, Ashu.
Yeah.
Cool. So just send a hi over there so that we can connect tomorrow or day after tomorrow. इसीलिए मैं Friday को कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि Saturday Sunday आराम से तुमसे बात करूंगा. ठीक है? Now moving into the next thing. Now we've analyzed your subjects, built your day-to-day plan. We understand exactly, ठीक है, what to do every single day. So we will give you 3 to 4 tasks. People who are working, people who don't have a lot of time, you cannot waste a lot of time. You have just 6 hours. You want to know exactly what to do. How beautiful it is if you. कितने लोग यहाँ पे बैटमैन देखा है या पता है बैटमैन के बारे में? है ऐसे लोग जिनको पता है बैटमैन, है ना? बैटमैन के पास एक अल्फ्रेड था ना, जो उसके कपड़े इस्त्री से लेके उसके गाड़ी का पेट्रोल सब करके देता। वी आर लाइक एन अल्फ्रेड टू योर बैटमैन. We will plan everything out for you throughout the year. Even if NEET PG can delayed for 2 months, you will know exactly what to do the day it gets delayed. You will never be high and dry कि अब क्या करना चाहिए. You will never be looking for another resource online कि अब ये shorter resource है, let's buy this and get it done ASAP. You will never be able to get it done ASAP. If you were able to, you could have done before also. So this platform is not for people who can crack, who are not able to, go for it. This is basically for people who do not know what to do on a day-to-day basis, and as much as they try, they're not able to do it. No problem. We will help you. Okay, we will help you end to end. Absolutely not have to worry about it. Every single day we will plan out for you. None of the days would be spent with uncertainty. You will not have to go through any exam anxiety. You will not have to go through anything where you any time or place where you feel like, okay, this is not working out for me. Because this is a personalized hand-holding plan. Now, how do we make it personalized? After all of this is done, all of this data is done, I shared a lot of things with you today. Okay, after all of this is done, we will come back to a group where you are there and 5 to 6 mentors are there. These mentors will be working with you every single day. One of them would be your accountability partner. They will be making sure that whatever time you have today, accordingly, the tasks are mentioned. Progress tracker will be there, who will be making sure that any backlog that you make today is balanced throughout the journey. Now, because we have such a nice platform, or because we have such a nice way of making tasks the study model, we can very easily ensure that your backlogs are being managed. Okay. A GT expert would be there. The GT expert has already worked for some of the big companies out there, and he knows exactly how to build GTs, how to make sure, how to analyze these GTs and make sure कि ये GTs के जो scores है उसके according what plans do we have next or do we make next. Okay. Every GT will give you some or the other insights. Okay, these subjects are weak, these subjects are not. We have to make sure that all of these subjects, we are taking some actionable step after giving the GT. Okay. Next, we will move into the next step, which is the, once you are completed with all of your subjects, once we have made you complete all of your 19 subjects, we will move into the pre-elite or elite phases, because your GT scores will reflect that. Okay. Your GT scores would be around 120-25, and we will move into the next phase, jahan pe pre-elite or elite focus group mein you will be, constantly in touch with all of our toppers. Everyone has always wanted a cohort to work with, right? A lot of noise is also there currently about some cohorts where you have to go to a place, get the admissions done, and you get to meet a lot of people, prepare with them, very nice atmosphere. You can have that at home. Okay. So you can get into our pre-elite or elite focus group with all of our toppers, prepare along with them. Okay. All of this done by a set of people who are, whose only aim is to get you a government clinical seat next year. That's it. Okay. So if you can do it, absolutely, please do it. Okay. Would love to see you guys grow. We take out a lot of time to, give you certain tips. We have not done a webinar for long, but I promise you we'll come back every single week with something or the other, and we'll make sure that we share something very crucial with you. Okay. Whatever I shared, Rajiv, was something that we've all tried and succeeded. So whatever I've shared today, this is what we followed. It's very simple. I know there's nothing magical over there, but overall in the process, there's nothing magical. This is what works. Every single day in, day out, you need to know what to do. You need to sit for these many hours. You need to do exactly what is said over here. That's it. Done. Anyone can do it. If you are not able to do it, the link is there. Talk to me. We will have a proper discussion on how to build the perfect plan for you. Okay. And if you need to join us, join us. We will ensure that we almost guarantee 85% is almost guaranteeing that you will get selected next year. Okay. So let's go for it. This is the last chance. We don't want to take any drops. We don't want to waste any more years. We don't want to waste any more time. We have 6 months ahead of us. Let's make best use of these 6 years, these 6 months. Okay. दोनों चीज 5.5 years का बेस्ट यूज करते हैं इन द नेक्स्ट 5.5 months. ठीक है. सब कुछ पढ़ के रेडी करते हैं, पूरा मटेरियल एकदम रेडी करते हैं. लेट्स बिकम द phase 2 Steve Jobs story. Builds another company, gets acquired, becomes the CEO, launches the iPad, iPhone, iMac, everything. Okay, this is your time. New Year is yet to come. We can yet do a lot of things this year. Okay,